Who's walking upstairs?
Probably Braden.
6?
4.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17,
I knew about it this week. Like I said, there was bowling this week, but we weren't going this weekend. We're going to start going back next week. And from what I understood, the 20th was like a makeup week.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Wells. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll drop to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On the play.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Stills, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
The 24-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking to go back to Stills, but it's going to be second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On second down, Love once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for giving us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off-play action. Newton. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Bernardrick McKinney coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Down. 3rd and 10.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Vikings. Allen Robinson, 77 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Well, the second down throw on target. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. Love now to pass on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
So 5.
Working out of the gun.
5.
Love. That's caught by Adams.
I believe him when my
Taken
game
down
is
shy of the 45 at the 46. A big game there after
40
going
minutes.
backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Don't want to go to work tonight, but other than that, I'm fine.
But that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Love now. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally. Seven, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored. Really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Newton. Quickly to Thielen here. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Newton throwing again. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Thank you.
Again, Newton. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
37-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. Smith catches left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Newton. Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
He was brought down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
His kick is indeed good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
By the Vikings.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
43-yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They fake the give. Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the 50, Newton. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. On the left side, this is Stills. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Love from the gun. Making the catch is Sternberger. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
To throw again on second down. Newton, and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back, unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert 3rd and 9. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
I'll be up in a minute.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. operating from the gun. Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Now a run with Cook. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Newton's 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
a 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 32. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
second down. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. 3rd down here. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Love, and Stills over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming out of them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves.
He is with Braden.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Off by Darnell Savage.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And again this time to the tailback. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he finds Stills complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
23-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And a short gain here down to the 22. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The running back again.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better 1st quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to... on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Minnesota.
From the gun, Wells. He's going to get this one down to Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Dalvin Cook.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
34-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now the second down throw on target. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 40 yards. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wells eluding the pressure into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.